Okay, my friends, let's talk about some super interesting recent developments and updates about our beloved app, Instagram, that we all love and adore. Yeah, let's get into it. Welcome back, Dominators. My name is Dominic, and basically, there's two big things in developments. One thing actually hints a lot more towards a future monetization update. We're going to talk about that in a couple of minutes. But first, let's talk about the very new format called IG Guides. I think it's called Guides or something like this. And basically, if you haven't slept on the couch in the past few weeks, week, let's just say, basically these guides are kind of like a mini blog, basically where you can create some how-to content. Things are formatted in a nice way. There's basically a lot of possibilities to use this whole thing. And you can actually kind of see it as another format of content. First, Instagram started out, it was mainly a photo sharing platform. Then later they added the video function where you could upload videos. Later, obviously stories, then IGTV, and now, my friends, it's guides. And basically, we're gonna see where it is. And basically, it's a new kind of section within the app next to IGTV, next to your feed post. And basically, there's a lot of possibilities for you to use this actually. And I'm sure they're rolling this whole thing out mainly because they want to kind of establish themselves as being a creator platform, kind of like YouTube, basically where you can create some valuable content for other people to consume, where you can establish yourself as being a authority figure or something like this. And why are they doing this? Probably the end goal obviously is some monetization feature in the back of their mind, another kind of a channel where people come towards your Instagram profile, where you can have some exclusive content that's not being shared about somewhere else. And we're gonna see. I'm not entirely sure whether it's you can never be sure with Instagram whether things are going to pick up or not, but I can kind of see that it might be interesting, kind of like a mix between video and blog posts, and kind of like a mix for people who want to see some visual elements on their phone in kind of a seamless manner, and while also not being the long form content as on YouTube or on IGTV. And let's take a look first of all at the official press release here, my friends. And first of all, the first time I saw it was on Mr. Mosseri. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. Mosseri's Instagram account a couple of days ago, actually 6 days ago, and he's like, starting today, you can check out guides, a new way to discover recommendations on Instagram, blah blah blah. First thing being, he doesn't say how to do it, where, how, when, just it's being rolled out. First question obviously is, how do we create these? No answer. Well, I know you've been up to a lot, my friend. Another thing that's very interesting, I saw this thing here, how this looks like, these official press release photos, and I wanted to check out her account, Amethyst Girl, Sarah Campbell, 500,000 followers. And I went to Instagram, put in her name, and actually, this is not a real account. Actually, they don't use a real account for their promotion, even though look at this, even though it's pretty big to see. I tried to figure out who this Sarah Campbell is. I don't know, maybe she blocked me or something like this. If you know who she is, or if you are Sarah Campbell, let me know. I don't know why I can't find you, or why they might use a fake profile, which I don't understand. But let's hop over to the official press release. And obviously, like always, in recent developments, they kind of look out for your well-being on Instagram. Obviously, they kind of mean good. There's something on here. And basically, they say, we want Instagram to be a place where you can easily find reliable information and inspiration from your favorite accounts. That's why we're introducing guides, a way to more easily discover recommendations, tips, and other content from your favorite creators, public, blah, blah, blah. We know many people are struggling due to the corona pandemic, so we are first focusing on guides on wellness content. Well, actually sounds pretty interesting, sounds pretty great. Thing is, this whole feature, like always, is not rolled out to a lot of people. It's actually only rolled out to very little people. For example, those accounts have this feature. We're going to check out a few of them. And as you can see, there's a middle icon here where you have your guides. For example, basically kind of like a blog, if you ask me, or something like this. Mindful movements, number 1, simple stretches. We're going to take a look. And basically, a creator can pair posts and videos with helpful advice and stuff. Very interesting stuff, to be honest. Very interesting stuff. And kudos to them for actually trying to create some new things and not just copying things basically from Snapchat and TikTok and just take them over and kind of roll over them. No, actually kind of trying to innovate things again, which I think makes a lot of sense, especially with the upcoming monetization thing and trying to drive creators on here on this platform. But yeah, let's just take a look at let's just say that's a little inspirational. So there's a few things. First of all, this being a official account that is officially recommended by the Instagram press release saying, okay, they have this thing. First thing that we're going to see, first thing that we see here is actually this feature's not available on desktop. Apparently, we're going to take a look at the phone really quick. But second of all, and this is kind of like a weird thing and just a side note here. This is officially endorsed by Instagram. They have this blue check mark, but just look at their engagement stats. And this is not the only channel where you can kind of see what's going on. Heads together. Yeah, 155,000 followers, 400 likes, 6 comments. Yeah. I'm not going to open Social Blade and the other things right now. I'm not going to say anything right here. But it's just weird to me, if you ask me, to be honest. But anyway, so let's hop over to one of those accounts with the amazing engagement rate. And they say, well, we have this new thing, mental awareness. And as you can see right here, it's even in front of IGTV, which is kind of like a big statement, if you ask me. Putting this in front of IGTV, well, we're going to see. So our guide to kindness, our guide to self-care. And basically, this is how it looks like. Kind of looks great, if you ask me. They say, like, kindness matters now more than ever. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the content here. We're going to talk about this on our stream, if you want, which, by the way, after this video goes live, if you happen to catch this video in the first couple of hours, I'm hanging out live on Twitch with you guys, with everybody who comes along. We're a very, very small community, which is amazing, and I actually hope that it kind of stays like that, because, we can talk about some things. So, twitch.tv, heyDominik, if you're watching this right now, hop on right now. I might be online. We can hang out, my friends. And basically, this is how it looks like. There's video, there's photos, and apparently, you can just take content from before and kind of curate this even from other accounts, as you can see. Add a text and kind of make it really nice for some tutorials or from some travel guides. Right now, they only rolled it out for some mental awareness and, helping people during this crisis right now. But I saw somewhere on Twitter, I think, Mosseri talk about that they initially wanted to roll this thing out for travel-related content, which makes a lot of sense here. And we're going to see what happens. And we don't know when it's going to get rolled out for all the masses. But, you get a thumbs up from me, Instagram, for actually trying to innovate and creating something new. We're going to see how it's going to work out. Anyway, the second big thing here is, and their website's kind of weird. It's not censored, if you ask me. And it's actually kind of disguised as a update for guidelines for including music and video. But there's actually a lot more to that, and kind of a lot of hints towards this monetization feature it's imminent. Let me just tell you how it is. And they say, well, music is bonding force, blah, blah, blah. We have guidelines for music, and it makes a lot of sense, obviously, because the people who create the music, they have rights to that, intellectual property rights and copyright and whatever. But they say the greater the number of full-length recorded tracks in a video, the more likely it may be limited. More below on what we mean by limited. Very interesting. This is the interesting part right here. And obviously part of this whole thing is about their guidelines and is about the rights management, because rights holders, obviously, they want to get paid, obviously, and Instagram doesn't always have the right to do so. It's a very, very, very complicated matter. For all of you guys who don't know me, actually, I have a specialization in internet copyright law. From the times when I was becoming a lawyer. Oh, thank God. Thank God I didn't. But the other thing is actually, looking at the big picture, it seems like they're prepping this whole thing for a very, very soonish monetization feature that's being rolled out. We talk about this here, and we're just waiting for this feature to get rolled out. But it just makes sense. You can't monetize content where the rights are not clear, where they don't have negotiated contracts on where the creators can use copyrighted content. And basically, you're gonna get some notifications and stuff like this if you have some infringing copyright or something like this. And right now they're doing it mainly to make creators kind of primed, actually, so they know what to do once this whole monetization feature is actually out. Not a lot of things, but actually a lot of things, if you ask me. Very interesting stuff happening. And yeah, my name's Dominic. Like I said, join me on Twitch TV right now. If you watch this video in the first few hours of actually getting online, we're gonna hang out there. You know, yeah, my name is Dominic. I'm gonna see you in a couple of days, my friends. Got some very interesting stuff coming up. And yeah, I'll see you later, my friends. I'll see you later. Yeah, by the way, this is gonna be really X-rated. If you're under RF Jenny, you're 16, I think you're not allowed to listen to that, what I'm about to tell you. Because it's not, yeah. Anyway, it's been more than 10 years, so I can't go to jail anymore.